Game officials, coaches, players, and spectators. Athletics is a game, not a matter of life or death. Let sportsmanship prevail. At this time, I would like to introduce
this is Mike Fay with Calvin Castine, Wirt, Northeastern Clinton Central School for CBAC varsity basketball action between the visiting Ticonderoga Sentinels and the Northeastern Cougars. Introducing the Sentinels.
Number 4, Aaron Drinkwine.
Number 3, Larry Fish. Number 4, Aaron Drinkwine.
Number 5, Dimitri Siriani.
Number 5, Dimitri Siriani.
Number 10, Brad May.
10, Brad May.
Number 11, Darren Patnode.
Number 11, Darren Patnode.
Number 12, Jeremy
12,
Treadway.
Jeremy Treadway.
Number 14,
Number
Jared
13,
Anderson.
Scott Price. Number 14, Jared Anderson.
Jason Trudeau.
Number 15, Jason Trudeau.
Number 21, Dan Shaw.
Dan Shaw, number 21.
Number 22, Casey Spalding.
Casey Spalding, number 22.
We're starting 5.
That's what they're doing.
Number 13,
Sorry, Diane.
Scott Price.
Scott Price starting at, I assume, guard. 20, Nick Moore.
Number 23, Kevin Walsh.
23, Kevin Kalisko.
Number 24,
24, Calum Tucker.
Number 25,
25, Nick Perrone. And the Sentinels are coached by Grant Spalding, assisted by Rick Pellerin. And for the Cougars.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Northeastern Central Cougars.
Number 40, Nate Castine.
Number 24, Ross Lucy.
24, Ross Lucy.
Number 10, Dan Davis.
Number 10, Danny Davison.
Number 14, Connor McManus.
Number 14, Connor McManus.
Number 30, Jeremy Yell.
Jeremy Yell, number 30.
Number 34,
Chad LeBombard, number 34.
Number 52, Matt Willett.
Number 52, Matt Willett.
Number 50, Jason Integra. And number 20, Jared Carey.
Number 20, Jared Carey. I didn't see.
That's guard, number 32, Dustin Marr.
32, Dustin Marr.
At guard, number 44, Scott Morelli.
Scott Morelli, number 44.
At guard, number 22, Kevin Carden.
22, Kevin Carden.
Playing forward, number 42, Matt Morelli.
Matt Morelli, number 42.
Another forward, number 12, Randy Swinier.
Randy Sweenar, number 12. Now, they just announced Jason Ankowiak, but I didn't see him on the list. Must be maybe he's injured and he's not suited up. Anyway, Orville Netto is the coach for Northeastern. He'll be assisted by Randy LeBombard. Scorekeeper is Natalie Aintill, the lovely and talented Natalie Aintill. Referees for tonight's game, Arnie Miller and Wally Vanderhoff. And the announcer for tonight is Diane Morelli.
Jessica Blaine for the national anthem, please rise.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh my God. I'm really sorry. You're nervous? Okay.
Liberty and justice for all.
Sorry about that. Do you want me to start? Okay, here we go again.
Instant replay.
Okay. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we
nicely done. Very nice recovery by Jess Blaine. That had to be one of the top 3 most embarrassing things in her entire life. She really did a nice job coming back after that.
Well, she joins Robert Goulet in an illustrious list of national anthem singers who forgot the national anthem at the critical time.
Absolutely.
Now, a lot of people would edit that out, the first part, but not hometown cable.
No.
You live and die.
We give it to you just as it happened.
Speaking of funniest home videos, can we see your socks, ma'am? Can you show us your socks, ma'am, please? There you go, Santa Claus
That's
socks.
the funniest home video. And the opening tip-off, Cardan comes away with it for the Cougars.
You happen to glance in the book and see how Ticonderoga's doing, Mike?
No, they were too busy over there. I didn't get a chance to look.
I suppose I should know, but
Well,
I don't really care.
I thought you knew everything north of Albany.
Many people think I do, but it's not true.
Cardan to Marr. Underneath for Morelli. He gets it back to Cardan. That zone defense, why keep trying to penetrate? Why not stand back and make them come out after you? Isn't that one way that the last year team used to break this zone defense? And Northeastern forced to call a timeout 54 seconds into the game. Timeout Northeastern, still no score. And after that timeout, we'll see what Northeastern can come up with. Morelli out to Marr. Back to Morelli. Now back to Marr. Marr drives, no place to go. It's stolen underneath and picked up by Callum Tucker. Now Price. 3-point attempt. Rebounded by Morelli. Morelli to Marr. Swinar with a long 2-point attempt. And now he's got the foul. Randy Swinar with his first personal foul.
Bump into somebody, don't bump into somebody that size.
Yeah. I think maybe this is the reason that the JVs were wearing their practice uniforms. It appears the varsity is wearing the JV uniforms.
I don't think so. They got their usual numbers.
Into the corner for Tucker. Tucker for 2. It's good. Callum Tucker draws first blood for the Sentinels. Morelli up with the shot, and it falls. Scott Morelli ties the game at 2. Kalisko. Traveling called. Traveling on Callum Tucker. And Northeastern will get the ball back.
Grant Spalding, the Ticonderoga coach, I believe, is the athletic director at Crown Point.
Well, that's a strange move. Swinar with the big offensive rebound, and it won't fall for him. It's finally out of bounds. Northeastern's going to keep it. I think Tucker thought that ball was off, last touched rather, by a Northeastern player. Thought he was going to get it and just let it go out of bounds. Cardan in for Morelli. Now to Marr, or rather to Morelli. Marr and Morelli have to get different haircuts so I can tell which one is which. Morelli is fouled by number 23, Kevin Kalisko.
Well, one could get one half of the head side cut, and then get the other half, and you could figure it out that way probably.
It could work. That would work.
Marr's the left-hander. You could do the left side.
I guess the numbers on the jersey should give me a clue, but sometimes I don't have time to look at the numbers. Morelli hits. Scott Morelli now with 3 points, and he gives Northeastern a 1-point lead, 3-2. With 5:10 remaining in this first quarter. Rebounded by Moore. Pass down for Price, up and in. Scott Price. And the lead goes back to the Sentinels, 4-3. Marr to Morelli. Back to Marr. Marr looked like he thought about that 3-point shot. Over for Carnan, quickly in for Morelli. Through his fingers, out of bounds. It'll be Ticonderoga ball. Kalisko over for Tucker. Back out front for Price. Now Tucker. Stolen by Marr. Nice read. Left-handed layup. Dustin Marr with his first 2 points of the game, and it's a 5-4 Northeastern lead. Kalisko to Price. Price is good. Same spot, just about. Cardan up for Morelli. Marr. Bounce pass to Morelli. Morelli drives and shoots off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Kalisko. Stolen by Marr to Matt Morelli. Rebounded by Tucker. Left-handed shot off the head and chest of Morelli, and Tucker gets the foul. Calum Tucker with his first. Northeastern substitutions, Matt Willett and Nate Castine into the game to replace Matt Morelli and Randy Sweenar. Also Dustin Marr out and Dan Davidson in for Northeastern, or rather Kevin Carnan out and Dan Davidson in for Northeastern. Willett inbounds to Marr. Over for Morelli now, back to Marr. Morelli for three, it's good. Scott Morelli with 6 points, and he gives Northeastern a 2-point lead, 8-6, with 3:24 remaining in the first. In the center, surrounded Price from the same spot again. Scott Price has 6 points, all with the left hand and all from that side of the basket. Morelli to Willett. Willett tries to drive the baseline, gets it back to Castine. Castine with the jumper off the rim. Rebounded by Willett. Willett turns short. Picked off by Perron. Kalisko. Traveling called. Northeastern will get it back. Kevin Carnan back in, and he replaces Dustin Marr. Ross Lucy coming in, and he'll replace Scott Morelli. Willett has Castine wide open and decides to go to Carnan. Carnan back to Willett. Up for Castine. Now Lucy for Carnan. Davidson. Pass goes between Lucy and Cardan. Over and back. Trudeau gets it back to Kalisko. Trudeau gets it back again. Now Price from the other side. Just a little too strong. Rebounded by Castine. Outlet up for Lucy. Now Davidson with a long 2-point attempt. Off the rim. Castine gets the loose ball. Nice dish to Willett. Off the side of the glass. And outlet quickly to Price. Trudeau for 3. Saved nicely. And now Kalisko goes up and gets his 2 points. Kevin Kalisko with his first 2 points of the game, and he gives the Sentinels a 10-9 lead. Willett over for Lucy. Lucy, no place to go, gets it off to Carna, now to Davidson. Back to Carna. Now Lucy. Pass inside for Willett. Now Castine gets it back to Willett. And the Sentinels come away with the ball. Trudeau gets it off to Kalisko. Now Trudeau. Back to Kalisko. 3-point attempt. Price picks it off. Gets it up with it. Shot by number 20. Nick Moore with his first 2 points, and he's fouled. Kevin Carnan with his first personal foul. Nick Moore now with 3 points, and he gives the Sentinels a 13-8 lead. Davidson back outside for Lucy. Now Cardan. Davidson for 3. Off the rim, rebounded by Willett. He goes right up with it, and he gets the roll. And I think we've got offensive goaltending. Offensive goaltending. Willett had the shot, was rolling around the rim, and somebody pulled on the net. Substitutions for the Sentinels. Number 22, Casey Spaulding into the game, and also number 21, Dan Shaw.
I think what happened there, Mike, is Castine had the rebound. Well, that's bigger. He took the ball away, so Nate said, take the ball away, I'll take the points away. Actually just got his hand tangled in the net and ended up with the offensive goaltending.
Off the rim, rebounded by Willett. He's got a man in front of him, bounces it to Davidson. Davidson with the jumper. It's good. Danny Davidson.
Davidson gets hot. He can light up that scoreboard.
Absolutely. 13-10. It's a 3-point lead for the Sentinels, and Davidson pulls a foul. Pulls a foul with 2 seconds left.
2 seconds.
Price inbounds, shot off the back of the glass, and at the end of 1, it's Ticonderoga 13, Northeastern Clinton 10. You're not taking Jeanette, are you? How late do you figure to be? Second quarter underway. Cougars are going to go with Scott Morelli, Matt Morelli, Kevin Cardan, Randy Sweener, and Dustin Marr. And the Sentinels counter with Scott Price, Dan Shaw, Kevin Kalisko, Jason Trudeau, and Casey Spaulding.
And they're trying to decide who's got the ball.
Well, I think Ticonderoga had it at the end of the first. Because they took the last shot that went off the back of the glass.
That has nothing to do with who gets the ball, though. It's not.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
No, it's jump ball. Who's had the last possession on arrow on the jump ball?
Okay. Last steal by Morelli, but he can't make the layup work. Nice play. Outstanding play. Price got the 2 points, but that was an outstanding play by number 15, Jason Trudeau, to save that ball.
Cougars' next game, Mike, will be against Potsdam. Potsdam is just about as far away from Northeastern as Ticonderoga is.
Why are they going all the way to Potsdam?
They're going all the way to Beekmantown. The Beekmantown tournament.
Oh, okay.
And I believe Governor is the 4th team in the tourney. So it's nice to see some Section 10 teams in the tournament.
Well, that's a long ride.
For Governor, yeah.
Marr. Cardan for 3. It's good. Oh, no. They gave him 2 points on that. He must have just been touching that line. That looked like a 3-pointer to me. 15-12's our score. Ticonderoga by 3. Trudeau. Cross for Kalisko. Kalisko can't get the shot off. He gets it to Price, and Price right up and in. Scott Price in the right place at the right time all game so far to get some very easy layups. Won't fall from Morelli. Not actually layups, but very easy 2-foot shots. But it's like hockey, you got to go to the net. Partially blocked, but picked up by Trudeau. It's kind of like hockey, except you don't wear skates and you don't carry a stick and you don't shoot a puck.
Outside of that, similarities are amazing.
Outside of that, exactly.
5 players instead of 6, just a few things like that in the same sport.
That last 3-pointer by Jason Trudeau gives the Sentinels a 20-12 8-point lead with 5:41 remaining in the second. Timeout, Northeastern. Northeastern with possession after that timeout. Morelli, back to Morelli. And he's fouled, but the basket won't fall. And the last foul on Jeremy Treadway. And Morelli hits it for his first point of the game. Morelli good for the second one. And it's a 20-14 6-point lead for Ticonderoga. Tucker into the corner for Price. Right back out for Anderson. Now over Price's head. And Northeastern will get the ball. Sweenar up for Marr. Now Cardan. Morelli. Inside for Sweenar, double teamed. Cardan with some hustle gets the rebound underneath. Now Morelli drives and shoots. And the Sentinels rebound. Brad May pulls the rebound in for the Sentinels. Outlets quickly. Tucker cross for Price. Back to Anderson. Now Tucker. Cardan goes for the steal. It went out of bounds before he could get control of it. And the Sentinels will keep it. 4:32 remaining in the second. Score still 20-14, tied by 6. May underneath, no place to go. He pushes it back out again. Brad May's a pretty big boy under there. Northeastern will get it back. Price is out. Scott Price is out, and he's replaced by
some guy with a beard.
Yes, Aaron Drinkwine.
Some guy with a beard who drinks wine.
Something like that. Morelli for 3.
Maybe it's King Henry.
That's his second 3 of the game. Gives him 9 points. Stolen by Cardan. And I think Drinkwine's going to come away with the foul. Aaron Drinkwine with his first personal foul. Ticonderoga substitutions. Nick Moore is back in, and number 25, Nick Perron. Morelli gets the inbound, passes down for Sweenar. Now Morelli, across to Marr. Cardan for 3. It's in, Kevin Cardan. His first 3-pointer, and it's a 20-20 tie ball game. Northeastern outscoring the Sentinels by 8 points. It was 20-12. Now it's 20-20. Steal by Cardan underneath for Morelli. Stolen back by Drinkwine. Drinkwine finally underneath for Moore. Drinkwine wide open. Blocked from behind, but he gets his own rebound. Finally blocked out of bounds. And Ticonderoga will keep the ball. Matt Willett comes in for Northeastern. And he'll replace Matt Morelli. Also, Jared Carey coming into the game. And he'll replace Dustin Marr. Rebounded by Sweenar. Outlet to Cardan. Cardan over for Morelli, taps it to Sweenar. Sweenar drives, shoots in. Randy Sweenar with his first 2 points of the game, and he gives Northeastern a 2-point lead, 22-20. And I think the last time Northeastern had the lead, it was something like 4-3. Scott Morelli up and in, the steal and the basket. Scott Morelli now with 11 points, and he gives Northeastern a 4-point lead, 24-20. Timeout. Ticonderoga with 2:40 remaining in the second. Tie with possession, long inbound to Price. Price blocked by Carey, out of bounds. Who's going to get it? Ticonderoga's going to keep it. The ball went through 3 or 4 players before it finally went out of bounds. Wide open shot for number 24, Callum Tucker. Now with 4 points. Sweenar back to Morelli. Now Carey for Willett. Sweenar underneath. It won't fall for him off the back of the rim. Rebounded by number 20, Nick Moore. Finally outlet it to Tucker and carried the ball. Jason Trudeau back into the game for Ticonderoga. Scott Morelli and Randy Sweenar out, and replaced by Connor McManus and Dustin Marr back in. Willett to Carey. Carey has McManus all alone. Tried to get it to him. No, he got it to Cardan. Cardan falls. It's called for the travel. Galisco for the Sentinels. Over for Trudeau. Back to Price. Now Galisco. Underneath. Jump shot off the back of the rim. And McManus comes away with the loose ball. Carey up for Cardan. Now Carey for Willett. Now back for Cardan. Cardan drives, has the ball knocked out of his hands, and he's fouled by number 23, Kevin Galisco, and that's his second personal foul. Willett gets it into Cardan. Cardan over for Marr, right through his fingers, out of bounds. And the Sentinels bring it back. Trudeau over for Galisco. Galisco looking for an opening, gets it back out to Price. Now Trudeau underneath for Moore. Moore gets it to Perron. Perron with the shot. Rebounded by Price right between three Northeastern players. Scott Price with the rebound, the offensive boards, and the 2 points. Willett to Marr. To Carey from the foul line, around the rim, rebounded by Trudeau. And now Galisco down for Price. Keeps it in bounds, jump ball called, and I think Northeastern's going to get it on the possession. Tie score 24-24 with 35.7 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Northeastern obviously, I think, well, can't say anything's obvious anymore, but they probably want to hold the ball for the final shot of the half and go into the locker room with a lead if possible. And there it was, cross-court pass. They just gave it up to number 23, Kevin Galisco. Gave him an easy 2 points. And with 16.1 seconds, Northeastern's going to have to hit if they want to go into the locker room tied. Dan Shaw into the game for the Sentinels. 14 seconds. Willett gets it to Carey. McManus tried to get it underneath for Marr. Willett with some hustle gets under there. And fouled by, I think, 24. There isn't a 24 out there. By 25, Nick Perron with his first personal foul. And Willett with an opportunity to tie this game up. Good on the first one. Matt Willett with his first point of the game. Good on the second. Game is tied. And at least Northeastern hopefully will go into the locker room with a tie. 3-point attempt. It's good. Right at the buzzer. Number 20, Nick Moore, with a 3-pointer at the buzzer, gives the Ticonderoga Sentinels a 29-26 lead at the half. Third period underway. Ticonderoga is going to go with Price, Galisco, Perron, Tucker, and Moore. And the Cougars with Marr, Morelli, Cardan, Scott Morelli, and Sweenar. Out of bounds. Northeastern will get the ball. A tough way to end the second quarter. Northeastern tied the game up with just seconds remaining, and Nick Moore hit a 3-pointer to give the Sentinels a 3-point lead at the half. Morelli off and rebounded by Galisco. Outlet to Tucker. Now Galisco controls for the Sentinels. Price to Tucker. Tucker with a long 2-point attempt off the back of the rim, rebounded, and straight back up again by Perone. Morelli with the steal to Marr. Marr with a left-handed layup. It's good. Dustin Marr with the first 2 points of the second half. Timeout, Ticonderoga. 29-28. Ticonderoga by 1. And after that timeout, Ticonderoga with possession. Shaw into the game for the Sentinels. Long pass down for Moore. He's fouled. Basket is good. And that last foul on Matt Morelli, number 42. That's his first. Moore, nothing but net. Nick Moore now with 9 points, 3 in the second half. Inbound to Cardan. Swinar, long pass out for Morelli. Poor choice of passes, and it's intercepted by Kalisko, and now Marr pulls the foul. Dustin Marr with his first. (32-28). Sentinels by 4 with 6:38 remaining in the third quarter. Moore to Kalisko. Now Price to Moore. Straight underneath for Perone. Blocked by Morelli. Marr comes away with it. It's a foot race. Pass it off. A better choice. Northeastern should get the ball back. Northeastern should get that ball back, but they're not going to give it to him. He tried to pass it, and it was struck and deflected by a Sentinel. I couldn't tell which one, but one of the Ticonderoga players knocked the ball out of bounds. But Arnie Miller didn't see it. Price, and that's a very costly play. That's a 4-point turnaround. Morelli, or rather Marr, with the ball should have just driven in, put the layup up. And he probably would have been fouled. As it turned out, the Sentinels got it back and scored 2 points. Now with a 6-point lead.
We're getting into some important trips up and down the floor here, Mike. So we're getting into some important trips up and down the floor.
Yep.
Depending on who puts it in.
Scott Morelli.
Either means the Sentinels are going to increase that lead or not.
Morelli now with 13 points. He has his first 2 in the second half. And it's a 34-30 lead. Northeastern has to stay close to this Ticonderoga club. Kalisko with a long 2, rebounded by Morelli. Outlet to Marr. Marr. Morelli with the rebound. Swinar now is blocked from behind, and he's fouled, I think, by 21, but we'll wait for the official. 21, Dan Shaw with his first personal foul. And that's the team's second. And Randy Swinar will go to the line to shoot 2. Matt Willett into the game to replace Kevin Cardan. These are big buckets for Northeastern. They've got to make these fouls count. They've got to make Ticonderoga pay for their fouls. And Swinar will get another one. And Swinar gets the second one. Randy Swinar now with 3 points. And Price to Kalisko. Price for 3. Off the back of the rim, rebounded by Willett. Willett to Swinar. Long pass down for Marr. He had Morelli underneath, but decided it wasn't a high percentage shot. Swinar off the front of the rim, rebounded by Willett. In and out, rebounded by Morelli, up and in. Matt Morelli with his first 2 points of the second half, and it's now a 1-point lead for the Sentinels, 34-33. And this is exactly what Northeastern needs to do. They need to stay close. Could have been a travel. Calisco over for Moore. Moore drives, gets the shot off, and it's good. Nick Moore with some big buckets for Ticonderoga. He now has 11 points. And it seems every time Northeastern gets within striking distance, there's Nick Moore to sink a heck of a shot. Calisco with a great steal, loses it out of bounds. Northeastern will get it back. Carnan back in to replace Marr. And we have Perone and Tucker back in for Ticonderoga. Morelli to Willett. Back to Morelli. Underneath for Scott Morelli, or rather Matt Morelli, up and in. Matt Morelli with 4 second half points, 6 for the game, and it's a 36-35 lead for Ticonderoga. Tucker underneath. He's fouled. Could have been. That's Randy Sweenar with his second personal foul. Nate Castine into the game to replace Matt Morelli. Nick Perone with his first point of the game. Perone good on the second one. And the tie lead is back to 3, 38-35. Willett to Castine, into the corner for Cardan. Back out for Morelli. Morelli for 3, off the rim. Cardan with the rebound to Castine. Long pass back intended for Morelli. Moore picks it up with the shot, and it falls. Nick Moore can't miss. I'll tell you that now. I've never seen the boy play before. I don't know how good he is, but tonight he's the master. 7 second half points. The match is 6 in the first, 13 points.
Scott Morelli, after that pass, got away from him, just stood there and
gave up
on it. If he'd hustled back there.
I'd rather have the over and back called than have
That's right.
the other team snatch it up and have a free shot. 5-point Ticonderoga lead. Cardan for Sweenar in the center. Sweenar drives and shoots.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul on Randy Sweenar. That's his third.
He plowed into 3 people and got up. Couldn't believe the call.
2:46 remaining. Northeastern is only down by 5 points. 2:46 remaining into third.
Hey, this guy is big.
Yes. Brad May. Hasn't played much, but a big boy. I certainly wouldn't want to run into him.
He's a couple inches taller than Willett, I think.
I wouldn't want the job to box that man out. Morelli drives and scores. Scott Morelli now with 4 second half points, 15 for the game, and it's a 3-point Ticonderoga lead. As I was saying, there's plenty of time. Northeastern does not have to rush. Castine with the rebound. Pass down for Cardan, turns and shoots up and in. Kevin Cardan with his first 2 points in the second half gives him 7 for the game, and it's a 1-point Ticonderoga lead. Price to Trudeau. Stolen by Morelli. He's got 2 and 1. He drives in and takes the shot. It's up and in. 6 second half points for Scott Morelli. 17 for the game.
Cougars are back up by 1.
And a 1-point lead. Yes, a 1-point lead for Northeastern. And payback. Callum Tucker drives and puts in 2 of his own to give the Sentinels that 1-point lead again. Castine to Willett, right in the center. Willett up and in. Matt Willett with his first 2 points of the second half. They're trading baskets. Salem Tucker over for Price. Now Trudeau. Tucker into the center for Perrone. Perrone with the jumper. And he got the roll. Nick Perrone now with 4 second half points. And a 1-point Ticonderoga lead. Sweenar over for Morelli. Now Cardin drives, puts the shot up off the rim. Cardin gets his own rebound, knocks it over to Sweenar. Sweenar with the shot. And somebody is going to put Sweenar on the line to shoot 2.
Jarrett Carey waiting to come in for Sweenar.
And May and Trudeau out for Ticonderoga, replaced by Kalisko and Moore. We've got Chad LeBombard.
And Dan Davidson.
And Dan Davidson in for Northeastern.
It'll be a technical foul, I guess.
Well, that's why they have them report to the table before they come in. Dan Davidson comes on and he replaces Scott Morelli.
This is kind of a tricky one.
I don't
He's
get
shooting
this.
2. Well, it's technical foul because he had 6 players on the floor, but he's shooting 2, so the ball is not really in play on the first shot. So even though there's 6 players on the floor, the ball is not really in play. The 6-5 advantage is no advantage because the first shot he's going to get another one anyway, no matter what he does.
Okay, the technical foul now. Ty is going to shoot 2 for the technical, and then Ty will get the ball.
Cougars had a chance to take the lead momentarily there. Now they're...
And Nick Moore is going to make them pay for it. Hits them both. Nick Moore now with 9 second half points, 15 for the game.
That's a 4-point difference right there.
There it
Cougars
is.
didn't sink the 2, and Ticonderoga gets the 2. They get the ball.
And a chance to extend their lead. It's now 3
6-point
points.
lead. 3-point lead, excuse me. 45 seconds in the third.
That's the second time Northeastern had what would be considered a 4-point turnaround. Bad pass for Ticonderoga, but he saved it. Kalisko to Price. Price, or rather, that's not Price, that's Perrone, hits. And that's a big play. That's the second time Kalisko did that. It's the second time he saved it and turned it into 2 points for his team. Bad pass, blocked by Price. Diving save, rebounded by Carey. Down to 10 seconds, plenty of time. Davidson gets it caught behind his back, gets it over to Carey. 2, 1, that's the end of 3. And the Ticonderoga Sentinels have extended their lead to 5 points, 48-43 after 3. Fourth quarter underway. Pass for Scott Morelli, too high, taken by Price. Moore. And if I were the Sentinels, that's who I'd be going to. Matt Morelli with his second personal foul. If I were the Sentinels, that's who I'd be going to. Nick Moore. guess you could call him a Cougar killer tonight. Scott Price in the first half with 12 points, and Nick Moore with that three-pointer at the end of the first half, and with 9 second half points. Every time Northeastern struggles to get back into the game, there's Nick Moore to punch in 2 points. And there he is again, 10 second half points, 16 for the game. Sminar to Cardan. Cardan loses it. Picked up by Moore. Now Kalisko. And the Sentinels up by 6. Try to extend their lead. Out of bounds. Tipped up by Morelli. And then by Tucker. And Northeastern will get it back. Timeout called by the Cougars. 7:29 remaining in the fourth. 49-43. Ticonderoga by 6. Sminar inbounds to Cardan, gets it right back again. Now Morelli, back to Sminar. Got Marr wide open, tried to get it to Morelli. Too high, out of bounds. And the Sentinels will have another opportunity to extend their lead. Kalisko. It's one thing Northeastern can't afford to do. They can't afford these unforced turnovers. Kalisko, long pass for Price. Knocked out of the hands of Nick Perrone. And Scott Morelli brings it back for Northeastern. Dustin Marr right through his fingers again. Another case of you got to look the ball into your hands. He's looking to move before he's got control of the ball. Right between the legs of Nick Moore, and both teams are trying to throw the ball away.
Bouncing it off Dustin's head now.
Yep. That's very frustrating. I know how Dustin feels. Long pass down for Matt Morelli. Drives baseline, up with the shot, around off the rim, rebounded by Kalisko. Quick outlet to Price. Now Kalisko gets it right back again. Kicked out of bounds by Kalisko, and Northeastern will get it back. Morelli to Sminar. Now back to Morelli. Sminar and now Marr into the corner. 2-point attempt, rebounded by Moore. Now Price brings it down with the lead. The Sentinels can afford to take time and set up for the high percentage shot. Kalisko. 2 more. Nice play. Scott Morelli to Matt Morelli. Back to Scott. Now Dustin Marr drives and shoots. Offensive foul on Dustin Marr. And nobody in this gym, unless you're a Sentinel fan, every Cougar fan and the Cougar bench and the Cougar coaches, everybody up in arms.
I don't think it's that bad a call. Marr initiated the contact. They were both moving, and I don't think the defensive man could have got out of the way. So that's when it could have gone either way, and it's not as bad as the crowd makes it sound.
I was always under the impression that if the defender is moving, it goes against the defender. He has to have position first.
Well, that's one of those rules that's kind of like I before E, except after C and 50 other cases. You know,
Yeah.
It's the same thing here.
But another 4-point turnaround. Caleb Tucker now with 8 points, 4 in the second half. Marr into Swinar. Swinar with a jumper. Too strong, rebounded by Cardan. Now Willett. Willett drives and shoots. It's good. Matt Willett now with 6 points, 4 in the second half. And Moore brings it back for the Sentinels. 6-point lead for Ticonderoga. Blocked by Morelli. And Matt Willett gets called for the foul. Matt Morelli back in the game to replace Randy Sweenyard. Wally Vanderhoff hearing it from everybody.
I haven't said a word.
Well, almost everybody, except for me and you.
And this guy down here, whoever this guy, who's that guy down there?
Callum Tucker now with 9 points, 5 in the second half. And the tie lead is up to 7. Northeastern has to be careful it doesn't get too high. Tucker now with 10 points. You don't want Ty to get too far ahead. You're down to 5-13. Plenty of time remaining, but Marr, no place to go. Gets it to Willett. Willett with the jumper. Off the back of the rim. I think Dustin Marr with his, probably his third personal foul.
One and one.
Rebounded by Price. Moore gets right inside.
10-point lead now.
12 points for Moore, 18 for the game. 12 in the second half. Morelli to Willett. Willett fouled by Moore. And that's his first. And Willett will go to the line to shoot 2. Actually, not a bad foul, and he fouled him hard enough where he wasn't going to let him get the shot off. Willett was moving into position for an easy layup. And Moore, with no fouls before this one, turns out to be a good foul. Sweenar comes in to replace Dustin Marr. Willett can't get it to go. He gets the rebound off the deflection. Morelli for 3. Bingo. Scott Morelli. That's his third three-pointer. He now has 9 points in the second half. 20 for the game. Long pass out for Tucker. Tucker drives, and he's fouled. Fouled by I don't know. I guess we'll find out. 14? There is no 14 out there. Oh, 14. Okay. Jared Anderson called for the foul. Morelli to Cardan. Back to Morelli. Now Sweenar. Willett from the foul line. Way off. Rebounded by Anderson. Now Kalisko brings it back for the Sentinels. Kalisko with a pass to Price. Price. Offensive foul on Scott Price. Northeastern with 3:53 remaining in the fourth. 7-point lead for Ticonderoga. 55-48 is our score. Northeastern again has plenty of time. They just cannot afford unforced turnovers. If the Sentinels make a good play, so be it. But they cannot afford unforced turnovers. Sweenar, bingo. Randy Sweenar, good from about 17 feet. Sweenar now with 5 points, 3 in the second half. And it's a 55-50 lead. Out to Kalisko. Over for Tucker. Moore. Rebounded by Willett. Now Matt Morelli down to Cardan. Kevin Cardan has it blocked. Picked up by Matt Morelli. Cardan gets the loose ball. And it's going to be a jump ball, and Northeastern's going to keep it. Inbound to Cardan, now Morelli. Willett. Morelli with the jumper. Rebounded by Shaw. Long pass down, all alone, Nick Perrone, or rather Nick Moore. Rebounded by Willett, outlet to Morelli. Out of bounds off Calisco. Northeastern will keep the ball. 2:35 remaining in the fourth. 55-50. Ticonderoga by 5. Inbound to Morelli. He falls. And a blocking foul called. On 25, Nick Perrone. That's his second. And Morelli will go to the line to shoot a 1-on-1. Sweenard gets a deflection off Morelli, and he's called for traveling. Northeastern puts on a full court press, but he's got 2 tie players at half court. I thought Calisco was just going to heave it down for a fast break. Moore back to Calisco. Price. Now Calisco. Knocked out of his hands, but he gets it right back. Price for 3. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded. Back out to Shaw, and rebounded by Willett. Down for Morelli. Morelli drives through, up. Too hard off the glass, and Randy Sweenard with his 4th personal foul. Morgan now with 13 points in the second half, gives him 19 for the game. And 20 for the game. 14 in the second half, 6 in the first, 20 for the game for Nick Moore. Cardan blocked from behind. Calisco comes away with the ball, gets it off to Moore. Long pass down for Shaw.
A lot of purple shirts around that time.
Absolutely. Calisco, we're down to 1:30 remaining in the fourth, and Scott Morelli with his first personal foul.
I think it's 2 at the line here. The game is over.
Calisco, nothing but net, now with 5 points. That's his first point in the second half. And it's an 8-point Ticonderoga lead. Calisco again. I'd have to say that that's one of the big reasons that the Sentinels have a 9-point lead. Northeastern has been horrible from the line. Blocked. And Ticonderoga is going to get it back. Timeout called by the Cougars. 1:19 remaining in the fourth. 59-50. Ticonderoga by 9.
Cougars! NCCS! We got the power! You got the fight! We got the spirit to make it right! Let's go, Cougars! Win tonight!
After that timeout, Northeastern's going with Davidson, Lucy, Yell, LaBombard, and McManus. And the Sentinels counter with Price, Jalisco, Moore, Perone, and Shaw. Moore to Price. Closely defended by Davidson. Gets over to Jalisco. They're going to play keep away, I think. They're going to keep the ball away from the Cougars. Waste some time. We're down to 48 seconds.
Not much sense in the Cougars fouling.
No.
It's going to be 2 shots with the 10 foul rule. Let them dribble it out, hope for a steal. Arnie Miller thinks he's doing the Cougars a favor there because he called the touch foul, but that's not a foul he would have called earlier in the game. Cougars weren't trying to foul him.
34.6 seconds. And I guess this is pretty much all over but the crying for Northeastern. Jalisco now with 7 points.
Ty's got a long ride. They'll feel happier about the bus ride home.
That's true. Casey Spaulding and Jared Anderson back into the game as Jalisco makes his 8th point. And Ross Lucy to McManus. 28 seconds. McManus for a long 2. Rebounded by Shaw. Now Jalisco. Back to Shaw. Now Jalisco. Down to 14 seconds. Shaw. Back to Jalisco. And McManus with his first personal foul.
8.7, you're down by 11, you don't want to stop the clock.
Lucy out of bounds. Northeastern will keep it with 4.3 remaining. McManus for 3. Off the front of the rim. As time runs out, they're going to count it. I didn't see who got it. I think it was Yell.
Jeremy Yell with the buzzer beater. 52-62 is going to be the final.
And a tough game for Northeastern. They were tied, or rather, Ticonderoga outscored Northeastern 13-10 in the first quarter. Northeastern playing pretty tough. In the second quarter, they were tied 26-26 with seconds remaining when Nick Moore, who turned out to be the Cougar killer in the second half, scored a 3-pointer. At that point, Moore had only scored 3 points in the game, but he hit a buzzer beater 3-pointer that gave the Sentinels a 3-point lead, 29-26, going into the locker room at halftime. In the third quarter, the Sentinels outscored Northeastern 19-17 for a 48-43 lead after 3. And in the fourth quarter, the Sentinels outscored Northeastern 14-9 for the final 62-52 lead or victory for Ticonderoga. Individual scores for Northeastern: Dan Davison finishes with 2, Randy Sweenar with 5, Kevin Carnam finishes with 7 points. He had 1 3-pointer. Jeremy Yell finishes with 2 points. That was the last 2 points scored in the game. Dustin Marr finishes with 4. Matt Morelli finishes with 6. Scott Morelli with 3 3-pointers led all Cougars with 20 points, and Matt Willett with 4 points in the second half finishes with 6. For Ticonderoga, Scott Price with 12 big points in the first half, only 2 in the second, but he did his damage in the first half. He finishes with 14 points. Jason Trudeau with 1 3-pointer, and he finishes with 3 points. Nick Moore with 1 3-pointer, but as I said, he was the Cougar killer in the second half with 14 big points to match his 6 in the first for a 20-point final score for Nick Moore. He tied Scott Morelli for the all-around score for the game. Kevin Kolesko finishes with 9 points. The last 5 of those points were from the foul line when Northeastern was trying to get back into the game. Callum Tucker finishes with 10 points, and Nick Perrone with 6. A very difficult time for Northeastern tonight. They tried their hearts out. They really fought and stayed close, but in the end, Ticonderoga was victorious, 62-52. That's the way it was this 22nd day of December, 1995, in Northeastern Clinton Central School in beautiful downtown Champlain.
The day that Gail Carey wore her Gail Carey.
That's right. Can you zoom in on those?
I did, and she was going down her Santa Claus socks.
Her Santa Claus socks, and by the time this comes on Channel 21, those Santa Claus socks are going to look kind of funny because it'll be what, February?
It'll be sometime in January.
January, but Christmas will be long over. But right now, everybody's full of the Christmas spirit, and
speak for yourself.
It's great. That's the way it was, again, this 22nd day of December, 1995, at Northeastern Clinton Central School. Ticonderoga 62 and the Cougars 52.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's game between the Cougars and the Hornets from Plattsburgh. And starting out for tonight is Dustin Marr, number 23. And we have Matt Morelli and Scott Morelli. Kevin Carden.
Number 21, the junior, Randy Sweenyer.
And Randy Sweenyer.
The Hornets are coached by Mr. Cameron Dougherty. Here are your Hornets starters.
Coming up for tonight, the Hornets starters are as follows. Matt Flynn, number 15.
Number 31, the senior, Matt Manette.
Number 31, Matt Manette.
Number 30, the senior, Adam Niles.
Number 30, Adam Niles.
The senior, Mike Garrett.
Number 50, Mike Garrett.
Number 45, the senior,
Number 45, Dave Brody.
your officials tonight, Mr. Leary and Mr. McMillan.
Well, it seems like Plattsburgh's got an experienced ball club there. There's 3 senior starters. I watched them play previously in the year. What do you think, Calvin?
I think the Cougars are going to have a tough battle trying for their first win. Let's listen to the anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets went forward bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
First night, the Cougars were wearing their new away uniforms, and prior to that, the national anthem. I could always play basketball in front of everybody. but I don't know if I could do that singing, so I'll give her a hand, or at least finishing in tip-off, controlled by Plattsburgh into Brody's hand. Flynn driving, looking over past the Niles, down to Garrett, down into Brody. Brody shoots, misses, and foul call. First foul on Randy Sweeney.
If the Cougars try to go man-to-man against Plattsburgh, they're going to find themselves in big trouble because Rudy's just going to kill them underneath.
I definitely don't want to see a running game. I want to see a nice, controlled, slow game, take your time. They're big, deep, and experienced. First shot was up and good. Ready for the second. Shoots. Perfect right down the middle. Ball's in. Sweeney has ball. Up. Mar over to Morelli. Back to Mar. Over to Morelli. Over to Cardian. Back to Morelli. Mar has it. At least we're moving the ball around for the first shot. Looking good.
Plattsburgh in a 2-3 defense.
Looking like they're going to stop everything down, so they're definitely going to have to shoot the ball tonight. We're going to have to see what kind of shooters we do have tonight. We're definitely outweighed and outsized underneath. Bad pass, Morelli picked off, driving. Nice block, beautiful block by Scott Morelli. Brother has it, bringing it back up all the way down to Mar. Mar's looking around, scores 2-0, 7 minutes, 2 seconds. Back out to Morelli, over to Mar. We're looking for something. Looking for that flasher down below. Over to Cardan. Back over to Morelli. Definitely going to have to put up a good shot here. Mar's driving. And we have a foul call, I believe. No, we have a kick call. So it should be Cougars ball. Pretty good sized crowd down here for Plattsburgh. They all seem to have people come to watch their basketball game. Ball's going to be inbounded by Sweeney. Sweeney out to Mar. Mar driving it back on the top. Pass over to Morelli. Back over to Mar. Morelli. Mar. Carden. Back out.
We've gone a minute and a half. Cougars haven't taken a shot yet.
Scotty Morelli driving down the middle. First shot up by Carden. And it's good. Tie ball game, 2-2, 6 minutes, 15 seconds. Look at the running already. And it's a little bit too long for Adam. Niles, off his fingertip, out of bounds. Be Cougars ball. Inbound, Tamar. Back over to Sweeney. Over to Morelli. Back to Sweeney. Sweeney shoots. Off the rim, rebound, his own rebound, up, and good. Well, at least he crashed the boards. I got to give him credit. He didn't panic, and he had a shot there. Looks like we're going to have a trapping defense here. Should be somebody loose underneath. Into Garrett's hand. Back out. Look like they're going to set up. Over to Adam Niles. Back out to Matt Flynn. Driving. Shot. No good. Rebound swing here. To control the ball, but he's over to Mar. Over to Morelli. Over to Morelli. Morelli. Mar's looking for something up top, but at least they're taking the time. It's 5 minutes, 15 seconds. 4-2. Cougars lead. They're looking like a quick controlled tempo. We're not going to do anything stupid. Over to Matt Morelli. Long pass, no good. Matt Flynn's going to run that ball down. It's going to be an easy bucket. And a score and one. And one. Make a score 4-4, 5-0-1.
Carden's lucky he didn't get an intentional foul on there, a flagrant foul.
I thought he was going to call that. He had his hands up and then he changed his mind. It was a bad pass that led to an easy 2 points, and now with that unnecessary foul, possible for a 3-point play. Up and good. Sweeney to the Carden, back to Sweeney.
Officials tonight are Pete McMillan and Tim Leary.
Carden's going to shoot, and good for 2. Nice shot. 6-5, we got a whistle here. 4-4, Matt Morelli should be his first foul. It's going to look like the Cougars are going to fall back into a zone, 3-2 zone. Definitely going to have to be pushing tough down there tonight. Scores 6-5, 4:41 in the first. Cougars favor. All the way around the horn already. Looking for a big man down below. Behind them.
Cougars have gone to a 3-2 zone.
Up. Rudy's driving. Shot. Up. Nope. Oh, rolls around. Good. Into Matt Morelli.
Not sure why the Cougars switched to a zone, because Plattsburgh hadn't yet exploited that advantage they had.
That's correct. And drive right down to Matt Morelli. Rolls around the rim. No good. Rebound Rudy. Rudy out to Matt Manette. Garrett driving and is good. All right, scores 9-6. Hornets favor. 3:54 left. Ball's in control. Swingers. Swingers driving, looking up. Over to Dustin. Over to Kevin Cardian. Dustin Marr controlling the ball at the top. Back over to Cardian. Over to Marr. All the way around the horn to Scott Morelli. Over to his brother Matt. Back out to Scott. Scott looks to shoot. Around the horn already. Over to Dustin down below. Driving. Shot and good. 9-8. 3:22 in the first left. Hornets in lead. All the way up. Matt Niles down to Guerin. Guerin shoots. Good. Already back up. Sweeney has control of the ball, looking up. Controlling the ball. Over to Carter. Carter long shot. No good. Sweeney trying for rebound. Saves it. Nice play. All the way up to Scotty. Scott Morelli shoots. No good. Sweeney's trying to drive. Nope. Throw by Rudy. Rudy up all the way up to Guerin already. Guerin driving. And it's good. Oh, I thought that was charged there. I guess the ref looked at it a little bit different than I did. Scott Morelli loses it. No, it's rolling on a front. We got one heck of a good scrum. One good scrum. The whistle was blown, and I quite don't know what the call was.
Looks like it's on Baruti.
For grabbing. Mike Guerin out. He's getting replaced by Wes Williams. The Cougars ball on the side. Sweeney is getting ready to take control of the ball. In the car in. Driving. Out to Morelli. Up to Cardan. Out top. Playing tough man-to-man right now. Drive by Marr. No good. Rebound. Oh, but Sweeney knocked outside. It's going to be Hornets ball. 13-8, 2:19 left. Matt Flynn over to Brody. Brody long shot. No good. Rebound by Williams. Out to Manette. Long shot. No good. Scotty Morelli rebound. We have over the back for Niles. 2:06 left. Sweeney into back over to Carden. Carden shot in the corner. Scott Morelli. Scott Morelli going to drive the bucket. Pass over to his brother Matt Morelli. Shot and good. Making the score 10-13. 149. Hornets in the lead. Brody's driving and he's going to call it for a travel. All right, should be a ball on the side here. Should be a ball on the side.